Hey everyone, this is Thecos. As usual, I hope that you can see and hear me well. If not, let me know either now at the beginning of the stream or during the stream. So yeah, welcome to my live stream for tonight. It's been a while. I think no, actually, I think 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago was my last live stream, and I was looking forward to doing this one today because today we will be looking at some pretty cool things. I think. A Frank is already here in the chat and seeing and hearing me well. That is great. Welcome. Great to see you here. All right, so what are we doing today? Well, today we are playing. Oh, come on, let me find it here. Wingspan. No, just kidding. This is just a box that I use for some of my solo games here. So I have received I think a month or 1.5 months ago. I have received a pretty nice delivery by GameCrafter, and I thought the last stream went over quite well. I think you quite enjoyed that, and there are some new games that I would like to play. This is not all of them. I do have a second box here where there are some other things in there, and I thought we would take a look at that. So that'd be kind of cool. So Didi is already here. Very, very cool. Welcome to the stream. Saying that they didn't fall asleep this time. So yeah, that's great. Great to have you here. All right. So, but before we start, I always almost forget. Now I hope I got the right question here, because of course I do have another question of the stream again. And yes, that is actually a new one. That is great. So the question of the stream for today is: what is your most favorite board game mechanism? Seems like a pretty cookie cutter and quite boring question, probably, but I think it's quite interesting because I think these preferences do change quite a bit. So my favorite board game mechanisms have changed a little bit during the last years as well. So let me know how that is on your side. I will say something about me in just a moment. Emma Honeyballs. Oh, Emma's already also here. Good evening. I love a nice deck building game, but I also like a good story driven game. Yes, and that is a pretty good. That is a pretty good thing because deck building and story driven games are actually also two of my most favorite mechanisms. I like those more and more. I think a few years ago, had you asked me, it would have been something like worker placement maybe. Then tableau building and engine building I still like. But I think deck building and story-driven games are also my number one currently, I think. Also something that I really have come to like more and more over the years is push your luck or press your luck mechanisms. So that is kind of cool. All right, so let me get a few things out here. K Deadbot is also here. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. And Didi is saying, favorite mechanism, lose everything, including family in a casino. That is a mechanism you only do once, right? That's like a how do you say, once in a lifetime experience, right? Hopefully, I mean. And doing that more than once would be kind of bad, right? All right, so let's see. Okay, so I've got a few games today I would like to play. I don't know if we will get to all of them, but let me just see. So there are two more here, or one more here actually. It's just an expansion. So I got all kinds of boxes for my solo games. I'm currently rearranging them a bit because I'm not quite sure how I want to have them in the future. But I use a lot of older board game boxes for that. So, A. Frank is saying, I recently got interested in trick taking, but I think either open drafting or word association is my true favorite. Oh, word association. That is exciting. I think I've rarely heard someone declare that as their most favorite board game mechanism. That's cool. Trick taking is very nice as well. Then you might if we can get to that today, then you might the playthrough of Egg. We will be taking a look at that today. Maybe it is the last game on my list. I think I would start with Desolate and Escape from Station 52 because a lot of people have requested those games. Then I would go over to Gate because that's a game I thoroughly enjoy. I would really want to show that to you in case you don't know that. That's deck building. And if we can then still get to it, Egg, but Egg can be quite a long game, so I'm not quite sure yet. But maybe we will get to that today as well. So let me just get rid of that question of the stream, right? Just because otherwise it's going to be obstructing the view quite a bit. Didi is saying, by the way, I did enjoy the Exoship video, but their bigger game looks so robust. So you need a new birdscaping video because the old one, you're playing it wrong. I know, that's one major mistake I made, and I wanted to re-record it, but I haven't had the chance yet. That is still on my list, quite high up there, but I haven't been able to do it yet. But I might be able to do it maybe in a live video or something. I think that would be easier to manage, actually. All right. While we keep on talking to each other, let me just start setting up the first game. I think Desolate might be quite interesting. I've heard from a lot of people that they either enjoy it or they would like to see it. So that's why I also got that. That's by Jason Glover. That's the person who has also done like Tin Helm and Dust Runner, which I have both shown on my channel, and also Gate, which I hope I will be able to show to you today. And this is like a little bit, well, larger game, so to speak. It's pretty much like the same size in terms of mechanisms and everything, but it's like just a little larger box because we are mostly used to these tin boxes by them, right? Emma's asking, so Thecos, which is me, do you reckon you'll get Wormspan since Wingspan is your favorite game? Yes, definitely. I am a little bit afraid that I will like Wormspan more. I hope not. I really hope not, because Wingspan I just love above everything else regarding board games. But yeah, I'm very interested in that because Wormspan is actually not a reskin. Just for those of you who don't know or who are not quite sure yet, Wormspan takes the mechanisms and the idea of Wingspan with a different theme. So not birds this time, but like way larger birds. I mean dragons, right? It's actually like a more complex game. They actually they removed a few things. For example, the dice for the food, right? Because they want to have less chance, and also they added a few more mechanisms that make the game a little bit more interesting, but also more complex. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. I've been trying to pre-order it, but I couldn't find it yet. So yeah. Long story short, I will definitely get Wormspan. I'm probably going to write to Stormlight Games and ask them how I can get that in Germany as soon as possible, because I need to make videos on that as a huge Wingspan fan, right? Emma's also saying I love the artwork on that box for Desolate. Yeah, the artwork is really cool. Very, very cool. Didi is also asking, is this related to Escape from the Dark Sector? No. Oh, wait. Escape from the Dark Sector. You don't mean you don't mean Escape from Station 52, right? I don't quite know which game you mean. And A. Frank is asking, I saw you playing Loam lately. Do you think you'll do a playthrough? Yes, more than 100%, even because I've already recorded my playthrough. I just recorded it this week, and I'm just looking for a good time to actually also publish the video, because yeah, I need to find like a slot to post it. Most likely it will be like in about 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to post it earlier than that, but Loam will be coming out, a playthrough, and a little spoiler, I absolutely adore this game. So like it's a really, in my opinion, a really, really great game. And James was saying here in the States they won't start taking orders until January 31st, I think. You mean for Wormspan? Are you serious? Really? I thought you could get it earlier, actually. That's kind of weird. I really thought you could get it earlier. Where are the items? Here they are. Oh, that is weird. Okay. So, let's just... Well, they're kind of like... I shuffled them pretty much like last time already, but let me just reshuffle them. Sometimes when I put a game back in the box, I already pre-shuffle the cards a little bit. So I don't have to shuffle them too much like afterwards. But it's weird, James, that they start taking orders that late. I thought it was earlier. I think you could like pre-order it, but I guess not. I looked at on the Stormlight webpage and I was not able to order it actually. So that is kind of weird. Well, we'll have to see about that. So about the items, I'm not quite sure. I think I draw 3 and can choose 2 of those, right? Let me just quickly check. Sorry about that. But I think 3 random item cards. Yeah, okay. So that's good. Alright, so what do we have here? We have Desolate here. To explain this game, well, we are like stranded on like we have crash landed during a failed rescue mission, and we are now trapped like in a space station on some remote planet or moon, I think. And we are not alone here, right? And we need to like power up the escape shuttle with these 5 cubes here in order to escape. Because if we can't do that, then we will be killed by the hostile aliens, and we of course don't want that, right? The game mechanism is similar to what you have already seen for Tin Helm and also Dust Runner, and we have the same mechanism with like drawing 2 cards and choosing one of those to actually like work with, right? So I will put all of these things up here. I think we don't need them here like that, and I will just put the cubes also And I will just put the cubes like here, then when we get them, I think that should be okay. So then we have, that's the wrong way, like this, because now they form like a moon, which is pretty cool. I like that quite a bit. So here we go. Hey, Frank is saying BGG is down again. Really? Oh, that's kind of bad. That is... It's been down quite often, right? In the past like few weeks or month, I think. That is at least the feeling I get here. Alright, so let me just check the spacing. That's fine. Let me know if that is too small. I could maybe like get the table up a little bit more if that is too small for you to see. But I think most of what we will see on the cards is like image related, so I think that should be fine. So let's see here. We have 3 items. We can choose one of those to complete the setup. Extended mag. Oh, so we would have 3 extra ammo. That is not bad. Rifle scope. During a conflict, add 2 to the sum of all your dice rolls. During all conflicts, really? Okay, that's pretty good. We will have to use that. Vision helm. When drawing exploration cards, reveal both and choose one. That is really good. You know what? Let's leave the extended mag. We will be able to get some ammo somehow, and we can like add 2 to the sum of all our dice to all of our dice rolls. So I think that's fine. So let's just do it like this. And we can use it once per level. Well, but that is okay too, I would say. I think that's okay. That's not all too bad. Alright, because we go through a level like within like, I think like 6, 7, 8 turns. That is not too bad. Actually, yeah, so we'll still use it, I think. I think that's a good idea. Okay. So you're saying they must be doing a lot of maintenance at BGG? Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, maybe. I mean, BGG does have a lot of potential to be like made even better and more interesting, right? So I hope they will do a lot of maintenance because BGG, I think, like it's been getting better, but BGG looks like a page from like 10, 15 years ago, right? So I think like it could use some freshness, so to speak. All right, so I think we are pretty much done with the setup. I hope I did not forget anything. We are now ready to play. So what we do is quite easy actually. We do it similar, as I said, to what we do in Tin Helm and also what we do in Dust Runner. We take 2 exploration cards here. We put them both right here. And then we choose one of those. Like for example, let me just turn over that one. So that now is a conflict here, right? And this conflict, well, let me just, put this here. It looks a little bit nicer. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so, and then we either choose that card or we put it like face down in our discard pile and choose that one instead. But then we have to resolve that, right? And conflicts, like what conflicts do is conflicts we can resolve by using ammo and then rolling dice in order to like defeat the alien force that is like threatening us, that is in conflict with us. And we can like get rewards like ammo, like oxygen, things like that. But we will not get these cubes here that we need, right? These power cells, they're called. We need all 5 of those in order to win the game. But we will not get these through conflicts, as far as I know at least, if I remember correctly. We will get those through exploration cards, like in general. So conflicts don't really make a whole lot of sense at the moment for me, because I'm full health, I have full ammo, full oxygen. That is fine. So I think I will discard that actually. And then turn over the next card, which is storage. Storage means that we will get a crate. A crate. And you see, like, I don't know if you can see it in camera, but on these crates it's quite small and also quite hard to see, like, in real life. There's like an S here, right? That means like a small crate, not a large crate. So that means I will discard that, and then we draw the next exploration card to see the crate we will get, but we turn it by 180 degrees. Like, instead of like that, you would turn like this, and then we see here we have like 2 rewards. One is ammo, like +2 ammo, or the other one would be +1 oxygen, right? Since we have a small crate, we can choose one of these rewards. Had we been able to open a large crate, we could choose both. Both don't really help me a lot because I am at full ammo, I am at full oxygen, so instead I will just, well, I cannot take anything, right? Because I'm still full. That's kind of what happened in the beginning. Maybe I should actually resolve a conflict just to be able to also reap the rewards later on, right? So that doesn't, that otherwise that won't make any sense. Dagola Derby Ram is in chat. Welcome to the stream. And it's saying, looking forward to this. All my plays of Desolate have become pretty tense. Yeah, for me it depends. Pretty much on the luck of the draw, if you would call it like this. There are some games that have been like really easy, and some of them have been quite tense. Do we fight this conflict or do we keep exploring? Because we need these power cells, right? You know what? Let's keep exploring. Let's see what the other card has an offer for us. A cryopod. Okay, but the cryopod is quite interesting, and we can spend oxygen to gain health back, but we also don't need that. So let's just go through the level a little bit, see if we can find maybe one of these power cells. If not, then we will resolve a conflict. There we go. That's engineering here. Engineering means we will just find a power cell. That's the first one we need, right? Okay, so since I did that, I will just discard this one without knowing what was under that card. All right. So you know what? Let's just resolve a conflict. Now I want to show you like how one of these combat situations work, right? So what we do is we draw a conflict card then here. That is a 6. So what we do, we take one of these black dice and put like a 6 on here. And then we also see like a small die here, right in the top left of that alien card, which is a 1. So that is the combined health value of that alien we are fighting now. I don't know why we are fighting, why we're not just talking it out, right? But I guess that's the way it is. All right, so, and then we will roll dice, right? So what we will do is we will now be able to spend ammo up to 4. Spend ammo in order to roll dice. The more ammo we spend, the more dice we can roll. So if we spend like 2 ammo, we could roll 2 dice, right? So, and it says here, during a conflict, add 2 to the sum of all your dice rolls, right? That means we don't have to spend too much. 7, let's say, how about 2? 2 dice? Samilaxo is in stream. Welcome. Great to see you here in the stream. Very cool that you decided to drop by. Really cool to see you here. So for those of you who don't know, Samilaxo is like a good friend and game designer that I like, whose games I like a lot, like Dale of Merchants and Lands of Galza. Also the new Peacemakers, which is like a remake, so to speak, of the original Dawn of Peacemakers. The games I've been talking a lot about on my channel. So really cool to see you in stream here. And he can attest that I am very bad at rolling dice. So that's definitely a witness regarding that. Okay, so let's roll 2 dice. We spend 2 ammos. And we need to have a 7 at least. We have 6, that is cool. But we can add 2 to the sum. So we exceeded that value. So we defeated the alien life form, so to speak. Otherwise, had we not defeated, let's say we would have just done that 6 damage, right? Then there is like a number here, like 4 damage. That means like we get attacked back. And then we would have to deduct that from our health, right? But since that didn't happen, we are actually in the clear. So we defeated them here. So let me just put that over here, and now we can actually get a reward. So we see here that is an S crate again. So we do the same thing we did before with the other exploration card. We draw a new exploration card, turn it by 180 degrees, and then we can like take one of these 2 rewards. Either we get +2 ammo or 1 oxygen. We will need oxygen later on, but not yet, because we are still at full oxygen. And because a level is done when we have gone through all these cards here. And if there are, like when we have, then we reshuffle the deck, the exploration deck, and then we deduct 2 oxygen, right? So we will need some oxygen later on. At the moment, we are still at full capacity, so I will just take the 2 ammo instead. All right, so let's keep exploring here. Sami's saying, I'm great at rolling badly for my stream guests. Yes, I can attest to that. I've been watching quite a few of your streams, and yeah, that is definitely true. All right, so exploration. So let's see, the armory. We could get 2 ammo. We are out for ammo. That doesn't help us at all. So let's discard that and see what awaits us here. Probably conflict, yes, and a tougher conflict, maybe. So let's turn over that card. Yeah, that will be a little bit tougher. So we have a 4 here, and also that conflict is a 4 as well. So that is it. Oh, and I think actually, let me just check. Did I forget that initial damage? Oh yeah, Daggerland Derby Ram is just saying that. Let me just check that. I think I forgot that initial damage. Yes, you are right. You are right. So that would have been 4, right? 4 damage, yeah. So we would have taken 4 damage. Sorry, forgot about that. So I usually don't forget, but this time I did. That's always like the thing when I'm recording, especially live, that I'm trying to think of too many things, and then that happens. So, all right. So we are taking that initial damage of 2 again from our friend over here, and then we will spend ammo. Just how much? Let's see. So we get +2. We need 8. 2 again, or let's do 3. Let's do 3 maybe. I think so. Let's do 3. Let's be safe. Come on. Let's just roll 3 dice. So we need a 6. That is 8. That is more than enough. +2. So that is good. All right. Thank you very much, sir. And we receive a large crate. Large crate means that we will take a look at the rewards here, and we can take both. +1 oxygen. Well, thank you. We don't need that. And 1 ammo. Well, that is a very bad reward for having spent 3 ammo and lost a bit of health. But okay. That's the way it is, I suppose. Alright, let's continue exploring the last 2 cards for this level. Let's see what we get here. Hey, Frank is saying life is stressful for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't call it stressful. I like doing it, but it's like kind of stressful. Not stressful, but it's like a lot to do. A lot to take care of, like always like looking at all the windows, seeing if everything is okay with the image quality. So, it never has anything bad happen during a stream, but I'm still kind of afraid something will happen at some point, because I still don't really have like a huge studio yet, right? I'm still like recording in my office, so to speak, so that will change hopefully this or next year. Alright, so let's see. Conflict. Do we want a conflict? Actually, I really don't, because I'm not doing too well. You know what? Let's not do that conflict and get one of these power cells instead. That is very good. We need 5, right? Don't forget, we need 5 of these power cells. So, now we are done here. We need to reshuffle in order to continue exploring, right? Which means now we will lose 2 oxygen, if not mistaken. I will check in just a moment. Let me see here. You must lower your oxygen level by 2. Exactly. So I know how the game works, right? It could look kind of weird that I'm referencing the rules, but it's just the live thing, right? I just want to make sure I don't make any mistakes live. And that's why I just like keep referencing the rules if necessary, right? Didi is saying the more people are watching, the more people are messing up the dice on the quantum level. It's science, not bad luck. And somebody's saying you got to juggle many things at the same time, so it can be easy to overlook some rules. Yeah, exactly. I can attest to that. Even with my own games, there are no inside and out. Yeah, for sure. Although you're doing like a grandiose job, Sami, when you play your games live. Gotta say that. All right, so let's continue with the next level. Well, I always turn over the left card, right? So I don't know why I shouldn't. That would give me 2 ammo. That is not a bad deal. You know, I'm always afraid of that card being like a power cell, right? But we will need some ammo because our health isn't looking too hot. So I think that's a good idea. 2 ammo is not bad. So let's refill our ammo and never know what was under that card. That is a horrible feeling. I hate that. And then let's continue here. All right. Left card again. That's a conflict. Conflict, we get a large crate. We need some oxygen, right? We do need some oxygen because at the end of the level we die because we would have to lower it by 2 again. And you see like a very beautiful skull here. So I think it's not too bad to actually do conflict. It's a large crate, right? So I think that's not too bad. So let's do that. Oh wait, but it's a real tough conflict with 6. Can we still do it? Yeah, come on. Yeah, let's do it. Come on. That is a 3. Okay, so 3 and 6. That is still manageable. And we receive 2 initial damage. Don't forget that, Sir Thecos. Okay, there we go. So, how much ammo should I spend? Let me see. We have a lot. So let's spend 3. We need 9. We have 2 here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's do 3. Yeah, okay. That is a good roll. That was probably like the entire luck just into put into one roll for tonight. Okay, that works. So that actually went way better than I would have thought. So one thing that might be interesting for you, just in case that doesn't happen anymore, let's say I would have not defeated the alien, then of course not that damage would have been applied because that's the initial damage, but you would turn over a new card. Let me take one from the discard pile and turn them by 180 degrees, and then we see like how much damage we receive, right? It's kind of similar to that crate mechanism here. But so far that hasn't happened, so that is good. We get a large crate, so let's just see what we get. We get 2 health, that is very good, and 1 small ammo, so 1 ammo. That is unfortunate. I would have liked some oxygen. But there is one room where we can just get oxygen, as far as I know. I don't know which room that was. Small crate. We could do that. We could also see what that exploration card holds for us. We will find another config card. So let's just look at this exploration card here and get a power cell. Very good. But there will not be enough power cells on this level anymore. So we will have to get at least 1 oxygen somehow. Let's just hope we can get one. Let's see. Last game was easier. The last game I played because I had an item that gave me like 2 starting oxygen. And I was able to finish the game on level 2. Right? So I never had to get oxygen. But that's not the case here, unfortunately. Okay. So let's just continue here. A conflict again. But a large crate. That could be good. We need oxygen, right? Large crate is good. Alright, let's do that. Let's do a conflict here. Okay, so that's 3 plus 4. And also 2 initial damage. Somebody's asking how many levels do you play until you win or lose? Well, the game ends either if I acquire like the last power cell, right, of the 5, or if I drop, like my health drops to 0 or my oxygen drops to 0. So we play, as far as I know, we play as many levels as you need to like reach one of these win or lose conditions. Oh no. Do you see? And that's the issue of streaming. Did I deduct 2 damage already? Maybe you can let me know if I checked, if I reduced that, if I like took down that health again by 2 already. If I didn't, let me know, so I will do that retroactively. Didi saying, just checked some of games of Sami on the internet and the Dale of Merchants seems pretty card heavy. Do you start with a database of skills or do you add up content as the game grows? Well, Sami can say more about that, but Dale of Merchants, I do have some videos on my channel, so you can check those out, but Dale of Merchants works in such a way that you can like buy like specific like games, like these are like separate games, but you can also combine these card decks, right? And each game, each edition comes with like a specific amount of decks. Somebody would have to say how many, I don't know by heart at the moment. And then I think there's like 3 of these smaller games, so to speak, and these are not too card heavy because it's just a few decks, right? But enough to like be able to play like a lot. Because you can like combine a lot of different decks, Animal Folk decks with another. And then there's also like the large Dale of Merchant collection that comes with even more game modes and more cards. And in there you can like put all of the other content as well. So I do have the entire collection that is very card heavy, but it doesn't like, it's not that it even grows. It's not a living card game or anything like that, right? So I have everything at the moment. I have everything for it at the moment as far as something else isn't released by something. I mean, only he knows, right? You just don't take all the cards. You just combine a specific number of decks with another, depending on the player count and depending on what kind of game you want to have. So if that kind of explains that, but I'll be happy to talk more about it because it's one of my most favorite deck builders ever. And a friend told me I have not deducted that health yet. Alright, so then we need to attack, right? I didn't do that either yet. 7, I will just use 2 dice. That should be more than enough. Alright, so let's see. He says, as you roll snake eyes. Okay, well that's 2 plus 2, that's 4. So we did 4 damage. And now we're receiving even more damage. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. And 4 more damage. Oh, that is rough. So we had 2 health and 2 oxygen. That's not too good. Alright, so then I need only 1 die because I have that 2 here, right? So, yeah, doesn't really matter. It's 4 plus 2, that's 6, so we are fine here. Yeah, you're right. I should maybe use my vision helm at some point. Yeah, I will do that this round because I need oxygen at least 1. You're right, Dagolad. Yeah, I will do that. So we get a large crate at least. Well, that's better than nothing, but that hurt a lot. Ouch. Let's see. We get 1 oxygen. There we go. That's all we need. And health. And we get 1 health. Okay, well. Alright, so now we need a lot of health. Ammo, maybe. We can live with not too much ammo, but we need some health. And now I need the last 2 power cells, and then we can still win. So I can do that when drawing exploration cards. We will both and choose 1. I can do that 1 use per level. Exactly. Okay. Let's see. Let's reveal 1 for now. Cryopod. I can use oxygen to get health. It's not bad, right? I can just spend 1 oxygen and get 3 health. That is not bad. When will I use that vision helm? Will I use it now? I'm not. Well, it's only like 1 more level up, like 1 more draw after that. So, you know what? Let's use the vision helm now. Let me just turn it over so we know we have used it. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. I don't want to spend oxygen for health. And I don't really want to be in conflict either. But I could probably just use that cryopod and just not do anything, right? That's probably possible. Because I don't really want to like get into conflict with S. But then again, it's only like 2, right? It's a pretty easy conflict. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Shouldn't be 2. Oh, come on. Oh, and we got 4 initial damage. Oh no, that means we die, right? Oh, that was pretty stupid of me, actually. 4 damage. That is a lot. Well, this is pretty bad luck. Okay, well, that means that, oops. Yeah, well, that means that, yeah, we're gone, right? I mean, that was pretty quick. Okay, that was tough. That was pretty bad luck, because I think there aren't too many with 4 damage. That was pretty bad luck. Right. What would have been the next 2 cards? Yeah, it's still like conflict, yeah. Not sure. I think we missed all the power cells, yeah. We missed all the power cells in here. Like another one. I think I got one. One was at the very beginning and the other one I got, yeah. There's almost no oxygen that I got, but that's the way it is, yeah. Well, sometimes, yeah, James is just saying that. Sometimes life is like that, yeah. Sometimes it's good run, I guess. No, well, no. It was like a pretty slow and not very good walk, but yeah. Yeah, well, that's how you play Desolate. A pretty tense game, yeah. A game I quite enjoy. The thing is that Desolate is quite similar, at least in terms of the mechanism, to Tin Helm and also Dust Runner. And I think of all these 3, I like Tin Helm the most. Because like it's like that really small package, and I just like the flair and like the theme and everything. But that one's pretty cool as well. I wish the box was a little bit smaller. And then of course Dust Runner is like a similar thing. But I think like Tin Helm would probably be my favorite of those 3. But still, Desolate is a pretty good option as well. Yeah, very good one as well, especially if you like enjoy sci-fi more than fantasy. So yeah. If Frank's saying this is when you wish you were not on stream so you could redo that last decision. I don't know, to be honest. Because even if I have redone that decision, I already used my scope, right? And I would have turned over the conflict first. I don't know what would have happened. Maybe I would have survived longer, but I was really bad with health, right? Like this card would have been better. You see, 1 damage. So then we would have survived. I was hoping for like a 1 or 2 damage card, because you see, every other card would have not killed me. No, except this one. But like these cards all wouldn't have killed me. So, you know, it was like pretty unlucky. I think there are like only 2 cards of 7 that would have killed me, but well, it did. Okay. Well, that's how you play Desolate. It's kind of unfortunate that I lost now, because I probably would have liked to show you like a game where I actually manage it, but that's sometimes how life goes. But that also means we have time to take a look at the next game. Right? Always try to see the positive in things. So yeah, I don't quite understand why the box is that large, because the cards like only fill up half the box, actually, right? But okay, then we have the dice and everything. We do have those. So let me do the conflict. Then I usually put the exploration cards there. Where do I have the item cards? I just put them aside, I think. Oh yeah, there they are. Just put them here. There we go. So some of the items are pretty cool, actually. Like last time I had... which one did I have? Like this one, the large tanks. Begin the game with 2 extra oxygen. That was pretty nice. And then I was able to finish it quite quickly, because I was quite lucky in finding the power cells quickly. I think on level 2 or maximum 3, but I think it like happened very, very early. That was pretty good. Alright, so the items go here. And then we can take a look at the next game. I think next I would like to show you Escape from Station 52. Because that game like takes the idea of Scoundrel pretty much and puts that into a really cool card game, actually. That's a pretty good one. Let me just show that to you in just a moment. And not only that, GameCrafter was so kind to not only send me the games that I was asking for, but that I was like suggesting, but also the playmat for some of them. So I actually do have a playmat for that one here. Let me just find it. That is pretty cool. There we go. A Frank is asking, what were the other two games you compared this to? Tin Helm and Dust Runner. Yeah, James and Didi already answering that. Wonderful. Perfect. Daggerland Derby Ram is saying, thanks for the playthrough, always enjoy. There's 2 small expansion decks you can get with introduced characters with specific items along with afflictions, which increase the difficulty. That'll be kind of cool. Because the game, can be like bad like this, that I just was unlucky and didn't make it, but like a lot of games, like most games, I have one, so I think that would be kind of cool to have these expansions. So, yeah. So, this playmat is kind of dark, but that is kind of the idea of the game, right? To have that kind of dark. So there is like a game you can play with regular playing cards, which is called Scoundrel. And that game, you see also like a box that is like almost empty. I think there is expansions for that. I would love to take a look at these expansions. But I haven't like actually checked them out yet, to be honest. So, what we're doing here, we are actually trying to escape from Station 52. I think there isn't like a real big story here, actually. Oh no, it's here at the back. We have the story here, right? This is Stella Hoshino, survivor of Station 52. The incident at Sector Inaudible, Anomaly, Distortion of Reality itself, disfigured. So we cannot really hear a whole lot because everything is like inaudible, so to speak. It's like a distress signal that isn't quite audible, right? But it says like survive a space station overrun with cosmic anomalies in the sci-fi dungeon crawler card game. It's kind of cool because we play Stella Hoshiko, and you can also like play a subject 06, which makes the game a little bit harder, but let's just play the regular mode for now. And this is like our health tracker, which is pretty cool. So let me just see here. Give me a moment. And let me just put that right here at 10. That's kind of cool. Like, I know if you can see it with the camera, but we have the vitality and the baseline. It's right, like obviously like as if it was like one square here, right? So we're at 10 health at the moment. Our maximum health is 12 that we get. And all the other cards we just shuffle. Let me just do that. And that's the setup of the game then. It's really simple. So I hope it's not too loud. The microphone is right next to the table. Hey, Frank is saying, nice playmat. Yeah, I know, right? It's really cool. It might be kind of dark to see on stream here, but I hope it's okay. But it's really cool. It also feels good. I had to get used to the GameCrafter mats because they feel quite like coarse, but I've actually come to like them quite a bit. They feel pretty good actually, and they make like picking up cards really easy, which is wonderful. And like all these cards are like all black and stuff, so this game has like pretty cool pretty cool dark style. All right, so Didi saying we need more games that take advantage of the UV lights. I'm fairly new to the hobby. Are there any games that use the glowing ink in an interesting way? I have no idea, actually. That is a very good question. I have no ideas. I don't know. Alright, so this is the setup of the game. You just put the ID card here and the health tracker and the deck of cards that you shuffle. That is already all you do here. Alright, let's do it like this. Yeah, I have the rules here just in case I need to reference them, but I think I should be okay, I hope. Okay, so what we do is, like at the beginning of our turn, so to speak, we always turn over 4 cards. That is actually quite an interesting selection. Alright, we always turn over 4 cards, and then there can be like these events. They are called, I'm not quite sure how they're called. I think over here it says situations they're called, right? Like these events, and they're called situations, and we always need to resolve them first. If there are 2, like more than one situation, we can like put some under the deck, but in general we need to resolve those first, but we don't have any here. And the other cards that we have are either threats in red, right? And the most important thing is like the red, the number here, but also we have like, sometimes we have like some specific like conditions that apply at the bottom here. What we also have is these yellow cards. These are weapon cards. Like the exoskeleton here and the shotgun. We can equip one of those into our arsenal, and then we can use them to lower the damage done by these threats. And also we have like these green items. These are healing items. We can like equip them into, like we put them into our inventory, and there we can just use them at some point to like heal back up by 8 then, right? We have 2 inventory slots, but we can increase that by 2 slots if we have the backpack. The backpack is very important because how do we win the game? Well, we win the game if we can find the backpack card and 3 gear cards that are marked with like an exclamation mark. We need those to escape the station, and also with all of that we need to find the escape pod, right? And we lose if like just one of these items is in the discard pile, and also the repair kit, because the repair kit with the repair we can actually get a card back from the discard pile. But if that one and one of these 3 cards that we need is in the discard pile, we lose the game, right? So get the backpack, get these 3 gear cards, equip them, and find the pod, the escape pod. That's what we need to do. Alright, good. So what do we do? Well, I would say we just tackle that room, because we could also use stealth, and that means we just take all the cards and put them at the bottom of the deck. We can do that, but we can only do that like once every other turn. So I don't want to do it now because that's actually a pretty good round. Because what I would do is I would equip the shotgun. I would also like put the morphine shot in our inventory, and then I would deal with that threat. That threat would deal 6 damage to me, but I will use the shotgun to reduce that by 5 to 1, right? So we only receive 1 damage, and these 2 then are discarded because the shotgun is used. These are all one-use weapons, right? Like a pretty wasteful society here, but that's how it is. Now we use 3 of these 4 cards. That's what we do every turn, because the 4th card will be returned to the deck. Return means we will put it at the bottom of the deck like this. And that's a turn, right? That was a good turn because we were quite lucky. Sometimes there can be turns with like 4 threats, right? Then you will have to use stealth, because otherwise you're pretty much done for. Alright, so we have actually the first situation. No, that's a gear card. These blue cards are gear cards. These are cards we can equip. That is kind of weird. This is like a 7. It always looked like a 2 without that lower line to me, but that is actually a 7, a 4, and a 6. That's also a pretty good round. Okay, gear card. Thermal vision goggles. Look at the top 4 cards of the deck, return them back to the top or to the bottom of the deck in any order. That is not a bad thing. That could help us, but it would also be a good idea to get rid of these threats, right? I think that's also a pretty good idea, because we just put like a weapon at the bottom of the deck, right? So you know what? Let me take the flamethrower for sure. That one for sure. And then we could use the flamethrower to get rid of that spectral, right? That would be an idea. Then that one is gone. You know what? Let's do that. So the spectral, we will engage the spectral. We will receive only 1 damage because we have the flamethrower. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. The flamethrower is pretty cool because you can attribute the damage to as many threats as you choose, right? So if we had like a 2 and a 3, we could actually like get rid of both of them. Usually you can only do that with 1 card. But still, that's fine. That works. We receive 1 damage. I think that's pretty good. Not that we receive damage, but only 1. That's fine. Healing up with 8 doesn't make sense yet because we have a maximum of 12, so that doesn't make any sense yet. And now is the question, do we want to equip that gear, or do we want to deal with that enemy? But I think I will equip the gear for now. We can always like dismantle it again, like just put it back in the discard pile if we don't want it. But I think it's not too bad. Alright, and that one is then returned to the deck. Alright, so let's draw 4 new cards. And I could have just used the thermal vision goggles, right? I will do that next round. Okay, sector lockdown. Lock away all the cards currently on the discard pile with these cards on top, forming a sector lockdown pile. So these are now locked, and these are now pretty much out of the game for now. Okay, good. Then let's see. We do have a hunting knife. We can take that for sure. That's not too bad. Let's take that hunting knife. And let's deal with that enemy. I think that's fine. We can... Actually, we could have the enemy just completely like hurt us. Then we will heal back up. And we still have that knife. I think that wouldn't be too bad. So we lose 5 health. That means we're down to 3. Oh, wait. We turn it like this. and this one is discarded, and then I will use my morphine shot to heal back up from 3 to 11. Like this. There we go. And of course you don't need the playmat to play this game, right? But it makes a lot of sense. Just because it just feels nice. It looks very nice. It's also quite like small on the table, right? It's not like an oversized mat that you don't need. So I think that's not too bad. You have like the descriptions here of which cards go where. So it's not too bad actually. All right, and the corridor is then returned to the deck. Let me just have a cup of tea while I check if I'm doing all the codes correctly, but I'm pretty sure that I do. Okay, there we go. Let me just check something with these gear cards. I think these gear cards, you can only use them once either, right? Let me just check that. I'm not quite sure. Using weapons. No, I guess you can actually keep them. I think you can. Okay. So, look at the top 4 cards of the deck to turn them back to the top or to the bottom of the deck in any order. Yeah, at the moment we're still doing fine, so I think we do that later. Let's just continue playing the game normally. So, Frank, are these coffee cups or teacups you're posting there? So, might I assume you are a coffee drinker? But that's pretty good. Oh, the power cell, we need that. That's one of the items we need. You see that exclamation mark? We need that. So I will definitely take that, of course. We need that. Okay, what else will we do? I think we could use the hunting knife now. Frank is saying definitely tea. That's the correct answer. Okay. Sorry, let me just drink one more time. Because I've got a slightly sore throat. Okay. So, and then... yeah, okay. Let's do it like this. Well, that's kind of tough because these painkillers are pretty cool because they don't take an inventory slot, right? You can just keep them like this. That's not too bad. But I would like to get rid of as many enemies as possible. So you know what? I will get rid of that fractal with the hunting knife. That fits perfectly. And I will take the submachine gun into my inventory. And this one will be like returned to the deck. Okay. Then we have 4 more cards. There's the backpack. We need that. But we have a situation here. I think that's like the second situation we got. Fire. We need to resolve those like immediately. Take 1 damage, then 1 additional damage for each card from this corridor that you choose to equip. Alright, won't be too... will be few. But that's fine, we can heal up then again. So, I will, of course, equip... first we get 1 damage. Then I will equip that backpack. So that's another damage. Then I will get rid of that void with my submachine gun. Like this. Since like we have a 7 and the void is a 5, we are fine. We don't receive any damage. And that basic method we cannot take because that's like the last card. Because the last card always goes at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Then let's continue. There's the escape pod, but it's too early because we don't have all the items yet that we need. The repair kit isn't too bad to have. Ooh, that is actually quite dangerous. That would be like 14 damage. That would kill us. So what we will do instead I will sneak. That means I will take all of these cards, put them at the bottom of the deck. And then you will draw 4 new cards. Oh, that is quite lucky actually. We have both gear cards that we need. We just need to equip those and then we are fine. Okay, not bad. Dense fog. You can resolve only 1 other card from this corridor. After that, return the remaining cards and start a new round. Oh, that is bad. Only 1 other card. Well, then let's take 1 of those. Let's take the navigation module, I suppose. The backpack lets us equip 2 more cards, so now we can have 4 cards in our inventory. Okay. So the dense fog will be discarded and these will be returned to the deck. That is kind of bad. So we need to go through the entire deck to get to that card again. So, yeah, okay, this will be a longer game. Alright, plasma grenade, medkit. Oh, no, who's that? Can we deal with that? We can deal with that. I would like to deal with it. Well, we could also... Yeah, I will have to deal with it because we will get to that gear card and before to the escape pod. So we need to put the escape pod below it. That means we would encounter that later. So let's get rid of it now. I think that's a good idea. So I will equip the plasma grenade. And with the plasma grenade, I will deal with that amalgam. That means we receive 6 damage. So we're down to 3. And then I will take the morphine shot into my inventory and use it immediately. So we're back up to 11. Okay, so we're doing fine at the moment. So if you know Scoundrel, you can see like the similarities, right? It's just like it has more theme. I like the artwork quite a bit, although calling it artwork might be a little bit much because, well, it's like very, very simple, but I like it a lot. I like the way it is done. Yeah, I enjoy it actually. So now we're not in the best position because we don't have any healing items, we don't have any weapons. So I think I will use my thermal vision goggles so we can look at the top 4 cards of the deck and either return them back to the top or to the bottom of the deck. So let's see what we do here. Okay, that is not good. I will definitely put those at the bottom of the deck. Definitely. Okay, and then I get 4 more cards. That should be fine. We can work with that. I will take the hunting knife and then get rid of the chimera. That costs us 7 health points and that one gives us 6 back, so we lose 1 health point altogether. Okay, that's fine. Hey, Frank saying yikes. Yeah, but we're fine. We're doing okay at the moment. I think we have been able to get rid of a few like high cards, like 10 and 15. Wasn't there another one like that? No, I thought, but I guess not. All right, so let's just continue. We can always sneak if we want to. That flashbang. Return 1 threat from the corridor. Okay, that I think that is more helpful than the thermal vision goggles because that, yeah, I can put it at the top or bottom of the deck, but I can also sneak, right? But that is nice. We can just get rid of a threat in the corridor. That is not bad. You know what? Let's take the flashbang. I mean, I use that anyway, so... Alright, there we go. I will equip that. And then I will equip the stun gun. And get... will we get rid of the corrupted? That would cost us 4 health, right? We could also do it with that one here. And put that at the bottom of the deck. But I would like to get like rid of those as quickly as I can, to be honest. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's take that 4 damage. It's a little bit risky, but I think it's possible to work with that. Okay, that will be returned. So let's see. Good. Not as good. Not as good. Not too good. Okay. We could sneak. But I would have that weapon. We could get rid of the vestige, for example, without losing any health. And then we can use maybe a flashbang to return that to the bottom of the deck. Or we just sneak. You know what? Let's sneak. Let's sneak. If we are unlucky, then the next cards will be even worse. And we shouldn't have sneaked. Okay, we have alert. Ooh. Okay. So, that isn't too great either, but we will have to work with that somehow. Okay, alert. We do have a situation first. Return 2 random threats from the discard and reshuffle the discard. 2 random threats. Okay, how do we do that? I'll just shuffle and we'll just take the first 2 threats I can see. And these need to be returned. Return always means like putting it at the bottom of the deck, right? Alright, I think that's fine. So let's just... That's a 5 and a 3. Well, that could have gone way worse. And then we reshuffle the discard. Okay. There we go. Good. Alright, so let's put these at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, not the 15, eh, Frank? You are right. That could have been way, way worse. Okay. I don't really want to return that one, but I have to, otherwise I die. Yeah, okay, well. So I will take the energy bar so I can heal. And then I will use my flashbang to return one of these to the bottom of the deck. And then I will just return both. Alright, so now we can sneak again if we have to. Yes, good. Okay, these are some good cards here. That is good. Okay, so what I will do is the following. I will take the exoskeleton. That means I can't sneak anymore, but hopefully I won't have to with the 10. Oh, but then again, right? If we get like two large numbers here, that would be kind of bad. But still, I really don't... You know what? It should be okay. It should be okay. I will take this. Then I will take the 4 damage. But I will immediately take this and heal back up 4. And also will heal by 3 more. Right? Just getting ready for the worst. Alright, we're at 9. We still need to get to the entire deck here, right? So that is not too easy. Okay. So let's see. Okay. At least one card isn't bad. We have the repair kit. That could be helpful. Okay, and we have 2 7s. That is okay. We can work with that. I think I will still keep my exoskeleton, because that one is quite handy. James Morgan is saying, you may have mentioned this already, but I just saw that GameCrafter is running a New Year sale. Oh, that is good for you to say. I haven't actually mentioned that yet, and that is good that you do, because I might have forgotten that. But yeah, there's a GameCrafter sale at the moment, so definitely go over there if you're interested. Also, regarding GameCrafter, just a different thing. You might have seen my review of the very, very good Exoship that is also available at GameCrafter. The crowd sale is going on until Tuesday. Like for 2 more days, right? Just in case you saw my video and you liked what you saw there. That one is also like the crowd sale is almost done. So just in case you're interested, exactly. So what did I want to do now? Okay. So I will take the repair kit just in case I need it. Who knows? Then I will also take the med kit, and then I will get the 7 damage here, and it says like after confronted it goes to the bottom of the discard, so down there, and like 7 damage. I will heal back up by 5, so I will receive 2 damage, and that one I will return to the deck. All right, let's see. Oops. You always see that I'm picking up this deck of cards, right? I do have like that that weird habit of liking to I like to deal cards like from my hand instead of from here. It's just easier for me because I can like slide them off, right? Just take them easier. So in case you're wondering about my weird habits here. Oh, there is one of the other devices we need to finish the game. That is good. And the escape pod is there. Oh, I think we just won. I think we did. Because, just for the heck of it, I will just take the medkit and heal up to full health. Just to flex a little bit. Then I will take the data device. We can take that because with the backpack we have like 4 slots, right? So now we have 3 of these items with the exclamation mark. We have the power cell, the navigation module, and the data device. And with these 3 and the backpack equipped, we need to go to the escape pod. Let me just check. We need 3 of those, right? 3 gear cards marked exactly. So let me just double check. You must press forward, insert the backpack card, the 3 gear cards marked with thing, and the escape pod card. Exactly. Because you might remember that we discarded that, we put that back to the, we returned that to the deck and the escape pod afterwards because we had to, and now they're coming out at the same time, right? So yeah, so we are pretty much done because we have all the 3. We have the backpack and here's the escape pod. So we won the game. So, and at full health. As a Frank is just saying, nice flex, exactly. So we're actually even at full health. We're just walking out there like, was something wrong? Is something wrong? I'm doing fine. So yeah, and that is how you play and successfully win Escape from Station 52. Pretty cool game. The general concept you can also, as I said, as I mentioned already, do with a regular deck of cards. If you play Scoundrel, of course, there's a video on my channel for that, in case you want to check that out. But this one, if you do order at GameCraft or something, you got a delivery coming anyway, it might make sense to just check that out in case you find it interesting. Just because it's more thematic. I will actually take it out of that box. I left it in here so I can show it off on the channel, but I will actually take it out of that box because it's just a small deck of cards. I will probably put it in one of my small deck cases that I have, most likely, because yeah. doesn't make very much sense to leave it in that huge box, except if I like get like an expansion or two for that. That would be kind of cool. That was a quick game. I think that was like 20 minutes or something. James Morgan is saying, I think you played Cursed on your channel too. Did you enjoy that one? Thinking about picking it up. Cursed. Give me a second. Which was Cursed again? Oh, I forgot to put back the rules for Desolate, I'm just saying. Is it now happening that I need to think about games because I've played too many? Cursed. I don't know which one was Cursed. I don't think I played it. Did I? Solar Fantasy Push Your Luck. Good question. Let me check that. Wait. But I did not play it last time, right? Let me just check that here quickly. But I don't think I played it. No, I don't. I have heard of it, but I haven't played it yet, I think. No? I haven't. At least if I'm not like completely messing something up. But I don't think so, no. Is it something that you think about picking it up? I will have to check that out. Because I like Push Your Luck quite a lot. And I don't think I've played that one. If I have, maybe it's something... Is it like a print and play thing? Maybe it's something quite old that I don't quite remember at the moment. That's possible. Daggerland, Dobby Ram is saying, looks interesting. Sadly, import costs to the UK. Make it a non... I can't see it down there. You can't get it here because it's just too expensive to import it. Yeah, that's also the issue I have here in Germany. But like GameCrafter is currently looking at that and trying to fix that. How long that will take? It's quite a complicated process as far as I know. So I have no idea like when it will be a little bit more inexpensive. But I feel you. That's also like my main issue with like getting games there. Otherwise, I would probably get games like all the time because GameCrafter does have a lot of really cool games. It might also be an option for me at some point because I am working on a few designs on my own at the moment. Will take a little time until I'm far enough there, but GameCrafter might also be an option for me. I'm not quite sure yet. All right, so well, that was Escape from Station 52. Let me have a drink of tea and then we can continue if you're still up for that. Because the next game is like a little highlight. Next up would be Gate, and not only that, I will also play it with the expansion Gates because it's a lot more interesting. James Morgan is saying, must have seen it elsewhere. I like the artwork and theme. From the description, you have been cursed by a witch. The only way to get it lifted is to take on monsters in a nearby dark forest and gather souls for the witch. Help her complete the ritual and she'll lift the curse. No, that doesn't ring a bell. So it's possible, and if that's the case, I'm very, very sorry, because I usually know my games quite well. It's possible that it's like something older than I maybe did like a print and play thing. But I don't have like any physical copy of that game. At least not that I know of. It would be kind of weird for me not to know. And A. Frank is cheering me on to drink more tea. That is good. Always stay hydrated. It's very, very important. That's something, a thing to forget. I sometimes like don't drink as much as I should when I explain games and when I speak a lot, and that's the case in live streams usually. So, from what Jason Wong says, I don't think you have. Yeah, I don't think so. But I'm interested. You have definitely caught my interest here. So take a look at this amazing playmat. Like, thank you very much, GameCrafter, for also providing me with that, because like the game is like much cooler to play with this. Like a really beautiful playmat. This is just a note. That is the playmat for the main game and the expansion, right? And there's also a playmat that is smaller, like almost half the size, I think. If you just have the main game, but I would suggest getting like the main game and the expansion, because the expansion doesn't change any rules, but it just makes the game a little bit more interesting. But now I'm getting to my tea here. Can you see that on camera? Like what I've printed on there? I think I would have to... yeah, like this. Like Misadventure Awaits with a natural 1, because that's how I roll, right? Because I also do like RPG. I'm like a game master for RPGs, like with specific groups, and that's why I got that at some point. That's always the cup that I use when I play with the players. Just to kind of tell them what they're up against. The gamers that rolls very badly. Okay, so yeah, let's play Gate and Gates. This is a pretty cool game. This is a deck builder in just a small tin. in just a small tin here. You see, I have now like done it a little bit differently. I've just divided that up because I just play with the expansion because it's a lot better. But it's also worth it just playing the main game, definitely. Okay, so let me just get all of that out. Oh no, oh no. Well, that would have been perfect for an intro. There we go. All right. So in gates, we are attacked by waves of monsters that don't want to do us any good, and we are trying to defeat them and like protect our village, like protect the gates, so they don't, like, the village or the town doesn't fall. So let me just set up the game a little bit. That's very cool. Like, this is like a playmat that also has like a spot for like the turn sequence, or the command card, right? That is like that's pretty funny. So these are all the rules, and here we have like our little town. All right, so let's just put all of that here. I always like order them in the order that you need them later on, because I never can remember the order in which you put them in, although you can kind of like puzzle that together, kind of. Okay, so we have a few starting cards here. These are usually 3 starting cards. We have 5 now because of the expansion. So what we do is just we shuffle them up. Oops, come on, Sir Thecos. Stop messing everything up. So, and then we will draw 2 cards. And of the others, like these, we have to play with as our starting cards. And these, from these 3, we can choose one. So I will explain the game a little bit later, right? But at the moment, we can see that down here we have the attack icon. We don't have any starting cards with people who can attack. So we have 2 options that I see here. Either we get the peddler, because the peddler can give us like 2 more gold. So we could actually like afford someone quite quickly, a better person. Or we get one that can attack. Attack is important, but it's only 1 attack, which is not a whole lot. So I almost think like we should get the peddler. So then if everything goes well in the second or third turn, we have someone we can attack with, but we also have someone we can like buy more stuff with. So I think I will try that route today. And these will just be discarded. So this is our starting deck. We would usually shuffle that up and then put it here, our starting deck. But we only have like 3 cards, so that is pretty much our starting hand, right? So, and then here we have like all the townsfolk. These are people we can hire later on, so we give those a shuffle. Oops, there we go. Just give them a quick shuffle. And then it doesn't really matter where we put them. Usually I like to put them up here. And then we turn over 3 of those. And the top one we also turn over, right? So we have 4 that we can purchase theoretically. With our buying power, we can actually afford 3 of those. That's pretty good. So then we have the heroes here. These are the ones with the sun in the top right here. I think we have to like discard 2 of those because we have the expansion in here. That's something I would have to check very quickly just to be safe. Starting cards, enemy cards, hero cards. Shuffle the hero cards and remove 2 cards. Exactly. So let me just shuffle these up here and then just remove 2 cards randomly like this. And then we have our hero cards right here. So then the tokens, let me put them here right now. And then we have our dice. So this is like our little town here, right? So we have the farm, the mill, the gate, the town, and the tower. They all, except the gate, they all give us like specific abilities as well. They like make other actions that we have stronger, but only as long as they stand, because they all have health. As you can see here, 6, 6. Here's 4. Here we have another 6 and a 4 right here, and a 6. Oops, right there. And the gate is what we need to protect. We lose the game if the gate is destroyed. Right? So that is something that we must definitely not happen. What we then have here is we have our waves of enemies. Let me put these cubes. I always put them like in the middle here. And then we have like these waves of enemies here. Oh, the barricades. Right, we also have those. So we have like wave 1, 2, 3, and then we have like the end boss. The end boss is only someone who we encounter in the expansion. He's not part of the main game. So just for you to note, also we have more enemies in the main game, and in the expansion, and also what we have, I'm messing up everything here. Come on. And what we also have is like the mill and the tavern. These two locations are not part of the base game either, right? So you see like this, the expansion expands the game, the main game, without like adding more rules. I think the only more rules we have is like the barricade that is new, and like the two abilities here, of the two buildings. But that's it. So we have wave 3, and then we remove cards from that. I'm not gonna check again. I think 2 as well. Let me just quickly check that to be safe. Starting barricades, enemy. Remove 2 cards. Exactly. So that's what we will do. Just remove 2 cards here. Then we have 4 cards left in that wave 3. We will put that here, right on top of the end boss. Then we take these and do the same for the wave 2. Shove them up quickly. And then remove 2 cards here. Put them on top. And then same with wave 1. And we will remove 2 and put them on top. That is it. And here is the setup then for gates. Of course, you do not need the playmat to play the game, but it is very, very nice. So if you exclusively plan to play these games like when you're not home, so to speak, right? Then of course it makes sense to just have the tins. But if you plan on playing it at home as well, this playmat is a very cool thing. At home I never played without the playmat. Doesn't make any sense for me because the playmat is amazing, and if you have the expansion, it almost doesn't make sense for me to play the main game anymore. It is good, just the base game, but it's better with the expansion in my opinion. Okay, so that is the setup of the game. So as I said, like we have a little town here, and we want to like protect our town, right? If the gate falls, we lose, and we need to defeat all enemies in here, right? So the enemies will advance, they will do damage and whatever, but at the very end there will be 2 enemies left that we will have to defeat in order to win. So that's pretty much like how that works. Alright, so we have a town here. We have the farm, the mill, the gate, the tavern, the tower, and also the pyramid. The pyramid is pretty nice play on words. Like the farm has 6 health and gives us +1 to a single purchase once per turn. While it's still standing, as soon as the farm is destroyed, that's it. We can repair our buildings, but not when they're destroyed. Only when they're like reduced in health, right? And these dice like resemble their health. The mill makes us purchase barricades for 2 instead of 3. And the barricades are pretty cool because we can buy them for 3, just like we can buy like these cards we get into our deck. The barricade doesn't go into our deck, but we can put it like in front of a building. And when that is attacked, it doesn't receive any damage. But the enemy that is attacking receives 1 damage, right? But then the barricade is discarded again. That can be quite helpful to use that, like when it makes sense. The gate doesn't have any effect. Well, the effect the gate has is that we lose when it's destroyed. The tavern gives us +1, and when calming, that's something I will talk about when the enemies attack with the pyramid. While it's still standing, and the tower will give us +1 to a single attack per turn while still standing. So you see, like this is a pretty cool mechanism to have like these buildings actually do something, right? So it's not like, okay, well, as long as the gate stands, it doesn't matter what happens with these buildings. Yes, it does, because it makes you weaker when they're actually not there anymore. Pretty nice thematic touch. All right, so the first thing in a turn is always like the advancement of the enemies. If there are enemies, they advance. At the moment, there aren't any, and then we draw the top of the invader deck and turn it face up. The Doom Skull, and there we see like it has 3 health. We see that it deals 1 at the end of the round. It deals 1 damage to the gate actually, right? We see already like these symbols here and there, they match, and we also see if they strike fear, like if they like raise the fear in the pyramid. At the moment, that one doesn't. And then we draw 3 cards. Well, that's our starting hand at the moment, right? The ones we chose, at least like the peddler we chose. And then here we see like different things we can do. We have money up here. With that money, we can do several things. First of all, we can buy any new people for our cause to get into our deck. We can also repair here. You see, some of them don't have any numbers. That means they can't do that, right? So they have a 0 there. But this one can repair like any building by 1. So if, like for example, the farm had been reduced to 5, then we could use that one to like repair it to a 6. Then we have that eye. That eye is that calming, right? Calming means that when fear rises here in the pyramid, in the pyramid, due to those enemies, we can like push it back down again. That is an important mechanism later on. And down there at the bottom, we have the attack value. When we attack with a person, we can only direct it towards one enemy. And once per turn, we can get like +1 to a single attack. But we don't have any that can attack at the moment. We are very helpless, but we will get people that can fight for us. Also, we have some of them have like specific abilities. The farmer, for example, has 1 for repair, and if she repairs the farm, we get a +1. So that's 2 for repairing the farm, right? That's pretty cool. And the peddler, like the festival command, costs only 1 gold this turn instead of 2, because if we turn over that card, we have commands that we can use. Like for 2 gold, we can do 1 attack. For 1 gold, we can discard and replace all the recruits up there. The festival means that we can like reduce the fear by 1, and that is what only costs 1 gold for the peddler. And if we fortify, we can repair for 2 gold, right? So gold also lets us like repair and attack and do all of these kind of things, which is pretty cool. But we can only do 1 command, like 1 type, like each command we can only do once per turn. Let me put it like this. Okay, so that's all we can do. I will use all of that money here. Put them all in my discard pile. Will all of that use that money to get one of these. We have 4 coins here, but you get +1 to a single purchase, so we have 5. That means we could get the merchant or the tinkerer. So the tinkerer is kind of cool because they can repair a lot. Like 3 repair and 1 attack and 1 gold. That's pretty good. But the merchant has like 3 gold. That is a lot. That would help us like get even more better cards at the beginning, right? So I'm trying to do that. Because the Doomskull would do damage, yes, sure. But still, I think that might be a good idea here. Also, all commands cost only 1 gold this turn. That is pretty crazy as well, right? Like with the merchant, we can do like 3 commands in 1 turn, just with 1 card. So I think I will actually get the merchant. And when we do that, we immediately like turn over a new card here. So that was our turn, right? So we did we drew up, then we can use our commands and recruit and use the cards. We have done all of that. And then the enemies attack. So now we take a look at all enemies that are face up. That is only the Doomskull at the moment. And we see what damage they do. 1 damage to the gate. And also like the special ability down there deals 1 damage to the gate when first revealed. I forgot to do that. So that means 2 damage to the gate. So we're already down from 12 to 10. Need to be a little bit careful, but now it's still fine. And that was our first turn. Second turn, same thing. The enemies advance, and we turn over a new one. The Skelipede does 2 damage to our tower over there, and we draw up 3 cards. Our draw pile is empty, and like in every deck builder, we just take our discard pile with 4 cards and shuffle it, and then we draw 3 cards. Hopefully it's the merchant. It is. And the peddler. We have 6 gold. We have 6 gold. Man. That means we can get the alchemist. And that one is pretty cool because the alchemist lets us trash cards in our discard pile and also has 2 attack and like 1 for everything else. The alchemist is really good. You know what? I will spend actually all of that money. I will take all of the damage for now. And get the alchemist to join our ranks. I think that's a pretty good idea. I first want to build up my deck a little bit. Alright, so we reveal a new card here immediately. And then then the enemies attack. So the Doomskull does 1 attack towards the gate. That is 3. And the Skelipede does 2 attack to the tower. Alright, so we need to be a little bit careful. Okay, enemies advance. So the Doomskull advances and slides off like that track. That means for that one we will not get points at the end of the game. And also that Doomskull, I will just leave it outside of the game. And also the Doomskull will do 1 last damage towards the gate. Skelipede also advances and we draw up a new enemy. So now we have to start doing damage, right? So let's draw up here. Is there anyone else that does like a lot of damage? Yeah, the Woodcutter and the Warden. These 2 would help us a lot. So, 2 more cards. Let's see. Oh, also, I just want to like put it in here again. Let me put in the question of the stream again. Just so that I don't forget because, that's the question for today. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, what is your most favorite board game mechanism? I already talked about like deck building, what we're doing right now, and also like story based games. I like most favorite mechanisms. But I also like quite a bit. I like things like everything that builds something up, right? Like tableau building, engine building, all these kind of things are cool. And also push your luck is pretty good. That's why I'm quite interested in that cursed game that you mentioned. So let me know what your most favorite mechanisms actually are. Okay, so we have 4 gold, festival, treasure card, and discard. Well, we don't have there any yet. We have 4 gold plus 1. We would have 5, we could do something. And that's quite good, because we can also attack. Attacking the Skelepede doesn't make a whole lot of sense, I think. But the Lost Corpse we could do. But we will have to repair the gate quite soon as well. Alright, let's see what we can do. So, what I will do is I will spend the 2 gold here from the peddler to get someone else to have someone else join our ranks. Someone who can do 2 attack. Woodcutter and Warden. The Woodcutter is too expensive for me. I will take the Warden. Yeah, I will take the Warden. Then I will use the Alchemist for the 2 attack. Do 3 attack with that, because we have that once a turn, a single attack, right? So I do 3 damage to the Skelepede. So the Skelepede is gone, goes on our victory point discard pile. And then we have the Farmer left. With the Farmer we could repair the gate by 1. We could do that. I'm not quite sure. Or we could use that 1 money to do nothing pretty much. You know what? Let's just repair the gate a little bit, just to be safe. Just to be safe. Okay. I think that's okay. I think that was an okay turn. Then the enemies attack. We receive 1 damage to the mill. Okay, the mill is not as important because so far I'm not worrying about barricades. I think barricades will become interesting then when I think I have a pretty good deck. And when I then start to like not buy cards up here anymore. Oh, by the way. But instead like fortify a little bit more. Okay, next turn the enemies advance, and next round we will have wave 2 here actually. Okay, so let's store 3 cards. We have 2 here, so our deck is slowly growing. There we go. Alright, let's see. Okay, Peddler, Monk and Merchant. We have 6 money. That is pretty nice. This one is pretty good. The Commander is nice. Because 2 attack and 2 coin. And also the Call to Arms command, which lets us attack. Only costs 1 gold. That is pretty good. I think I want to have that Commander right now. And it costs 5. So we would need these 2. And with that one, we still have 2 gold. Can I do it differently then? Let me see. 5. We have 3, 5, 6. We could have 7. Okay, I might have an idea. No, I can't do any attacks at the moment. But all commands only cost 1 gold this turn. So we could buy this one. 3, 4, 5, and still have 2 gold left. And with the 2 gold we could do a few things, right? That wouldn't be too bad. You know what? Let's do that. So I will actually put all of them here. I will get the Commander. And also have 2 more gold to do things. With one of them, with 1 gold, I will, I think, repair the gate by 1. That's 4 then. And with the other gold, I will do a damage, like this Call to Arms. Not the Lost Corpse, because that one will be gone by the end of the round, but the Plague Rat. I think that's a good idea. Okay, I think that was a pretty decent turn. Wonderful. Okay, so, and then we continue with the enemies, right? The enemies will then attack. So the Lost Corpse does 1 damage to the mill, which is soon gone. And the Plague Rat 1 damage to the farm. Okay. And also both of them increase the fear. So now I can explain the fear to you, finally. So they are raised by 2 altogether. This I there, right? So we raise them by 1 at first, and that's like that sun symbol. So we can now draw a card from the hero deck and put it into our deck. These are very strong characters, like 4 repair, this one here, that you can but only use 1 time, right? And then they are removed from the game. And then we have 1 more fear, and they see the farm symbol. That means the farm receives another damage, right? And we can reduce that fear again if we want to with these eye symbols we have there, right? That means we can, like, because if the fear limit reaches the very top here, we lose as well. And also we can like get more heroes if we like kind of reset that cube, right? Also like up here, then the tower and also the gates will be targeted, and we don't really want that, right? If we want to win. Alright, so the enemies advance now at the end of the round. That means the Lost Corpse slides off here, does 1 damage to the gate. There we go. And the Plague Rat also goes there. And wave 2, we now have the Shell Spawn. The Shell Spawn ignores barricades. Okay, so there's also 1 from the expansion then. Okay, good. Our turn, we draw 3 cards. There we go. Warden, Farmer, Alchemist. You may trash a card in the discard. It might be an idea to now actually trash a starting card. Like the Monk is not very great. The Peddler isn't too bad, but the Monk isn't too great. We could actually trash that. You know what? Let's do that. Let's trash the Monk. We don't want the Monk at the moment. That's fine. So we have 2 money plus 1. If we buy someone there, not too interesting actually. So we might go for some barricades. Why not? I also want to do some damage. The Warden does 2 damage plus 1 that we can do. So the Plague Rat would be gone. That's not too bad actually. We can now start doing some damage. That's the kind of what we wanted to do, right? So I don't know. Yeah, I think I will at least do the 2 damage from the Warden. That means the Plague Rat is then gone. There we go. And then either we spend 3 coins to get a barricade. Oh no, they only cost 3. Only cost 2 at the moment because we still have the mill. That's good. So we have a single plus 1 to a single purchase. That means we have 2. And these barricades cost only 2, so we can use the farmer to buy the barricade. So where do we put the barricade? Like the gate would be the most important thing, right? The shell spawn will attack the mill. This round, the mill would be destroyed then, right? So we could put that there, and the shell spawn would receive 1 damage. That would be an option. That would be a pretty good idea, actually. I think I will do that. Let's do that. And with the alchemist, we can attack. Yeah, I can do that. Use that 2 attack and put 2 on here. I think that's not too bad. Okay, I think that was a really good turn. Then the enemies attack at the end, so 2 damage to the mill, but nothing happens there. And the shell spawn receives 1 damage in return, but the barricade then is gone. Alright, there we go. And next turn, they advance. We have a new card here, the Rot Worm from the base game. 5 health is a lot. 2 damage to the farm, not too great. And also 1 fear. Oh, by the way, the shell spawn would have also increased the fear by 1, which gives us another hero. That is a better one. You may place 2 barricades. Ooh, not bad. Okay. Then, that is it. Yeah. So then we will draw up to 3 cards. Let's just do that. Alright, so 3 cards here. What do we have? We have the hero, the engineer, 1-time use, 4 repair. That is okay, we can do that. And we can like the repair can be distributed among several buildings as far as I know, so that is nice. All commands only cost 1 gold. And also here we have the festival command only costs 1 gold. Okay, so we have no one that can attack. That is kind of bad, but we can use gold for that. Alright, we have 5 gold. And all commands only cost 1 gold, so for 1 gold we can do 1 damage, and that's enough to defeat the shell spawn, which we want to do, right? So that's one thing that's good. I will use the engineer 1-time use in order to do 4 repair, and I will just repair the gate all the way. And then I will also increase the farm by 1. Like this. Okay. And then we have that all the gold. We have 5 gold. The Tinkerer would be good for repairing, sure. The Swindler has everything. And let's just draw one more card. Oh, that one is nice. That's one from the base game, I think. So 5, that's fine. We can spend 1 to get that. 1, right? With like 3 plus 1. And then we still have 2 coins left. With 1 coin, we will do the Call to Arms, it's called, right? Command to deal 1 damage to the shell spawn. So that one is defeated. And we would have 1 more gold. With that, we can actually repair something else. Let's just repair the farm will receive 2 damage in just a moment. So let's repair the... Actually, no, we can also just reduce the fear by 1 with that coin. I think that's good. Alright, then the enemy's attack. The Rotworm is left, dealing 2 damage to the farm and increasing the fear by 1, which is fine because we get another hero. But there's only like 2 left after that, so not too many left. And then enemies advance in the next round again. And here the Dark Priest, also from the base game. Okay, wonderful. So let me now draw up 2, 3 cards. Oh, we have the Commander, which does 2 damage. We have the Clay Golem, which lets us place 2 barricades once. That is pretty nice. So let us place a barricade. The farm will still be attacked. So at the farm, the gate is fine at the moment. Let's also take the tower. I think that's a good idea. Okay. And then we have like 3, 4 gold, 5. Anyone we want to get here. The woodcutter does quite a bit of damage. I think that one wouldn't be too bad to get. But also we want to do some damage here, right? So let's use... that's not enough for the woodcutter. That is not enough. What do we do? Because we could do 3 damage here. Plus 1. And they would have 4 more gold. The priest... The priest isn't that great either. I don't really like it too much. Let me think again. 2, 3, 4. We have 5 gold. We need 1 gold. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. So let's do the attack. Let's do the damage first. Let's do 2 damage here. Plus 1. That is 3 damage. To the to the Dark Priest. Because we can't finish off the Rotworm. Oh, we actually can. Because he will attack the farm and get 1 damage. Get damaged by the barricade. That's fine. We can do that. Then I will do 1 more damage with the Clay Golem here. And then I will spend 1 coin for the Call to Arms command, which costs only 1 coin this round, and do another damage there. There we go. Wow. Okay, that was pretty crazy. But that was pretty good, I think. So now the enemies attack. The Rotworm attacks the farm and doesn't receive any damage to the farm, but receives 1 damage in return. So that one is also defeated. But fear strikes and the tower is reduced by 1. And the Dark Priest does 2 damage to the tower, which is absorbed by the barricade as well. And will receive 1 damage in return, but also do 1 fear. That means we get another hero. Okay, so that was an interesting turn. Alright, so we are almost through with wave 2. So we are 2/3 of the game. But now it's going to be a little bit faster because I don't have to buy too many things anymore. That's great. So these all advance here. So now we're at wave 3. Is that wave 3? No, not yet. But next round then. Alright, so draw up to 3 cards. That's only 2. So you see, we start with 3 cards in the deck and see how large our deck is by now, right? So it's quite substantial, which is pretty cool. Although some of them are like these 1-use hero cards, right? So yeah. We could do like a lot of damage here. 5 damage we could do. I also want to do a lot of damage, actually. That's the most important thing. Yeah, I think I will do that. So give me a moment to think. If I do 5 damage here, that means 3 damage here and 2 there. That isn't too bad, actually. Let's do that. Let's just go all out, do a lot of damage. So that's 3 damage there, so that one is gone, and 2 damage to the Blood Monk. Okay, wonderful. And then... Oh, wait, I just revealed the Blood Monk, right? No, 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 let me reverse that, because the Dark Priest had 2 health, but when I revealed the Blood Monk, it has the ability that I should remove all damage tokens when revealed, right? So the 5 damage I'm doing, I'm just doing to the Dark Priest, so only the Dark Priest is defeated. The Blood Monk isn't touched yet. I still have 3 coins, plus 1 if I wanted to. I could now get the Woodcutter, actually. That's just someone else who can attack quite well, because now we do need to do a lot of attacks. That's like the most important thing. I think we have built up our deck well enough. That's fine. So let's do that. Let's just get the Woodcutter in here. Yeah, wonderful. Nice. So let's reveal a new card. There we go. Okay. And then I will have almost my last sip of tea before we will continue with wave 3, actually. Interesting. So, question for all of you. Who knows the game gate and maybe the expansion gates already? Who has played the game already, or for who is it actually like a new game? And also, what do you think about it? Oh, that is going to be tough now. Oh, that is now going to be tough. Okay. The Grave Lord has 7 health and does 1 damage to each location. That is not so good. Wow. Okay, so we need to get rid of that one pretty much immediately. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's hope for some good attacks. Well, that is not good attacks. But we can draw 2 more cards. That is nice. Okay, still not good attack. Okay, now we have a lot of attack. Okay, these are all the heroes. We can only use once, but that's fine. I will use the Knight for sure. Plus 1 attack to do 5 damage to the Grave Lord. We need to get rid of that immediately, of that Grave Lord. That one is just too horrible. And then we need 2 more damage. We have 3 cards that can do damage, that's fine. But this one can place Barricade. Oh, no, wait. This one I didn't discard when I used it last time, right? Sorry, I should have discarded that, so let me draw another card instead. That was not right. So also I need to discard like all of these heroes that I used. Almost messed that up. There we go. Okay. So, but we still have a lot of attack. That is fine. I still need to do 2 attacks. So let's use the Commander and 2 damage. So then the Grave Lord is history. That is very good. That was a dangerous one. So we can still do 2 damage, which is not enough for the Blood Monks or whatever. So let's do other things. 2, 3, 4. We have 5 gold. On the Swindler, let's just draw 1 more card. I didn't see that. So now we have like a card drawing engine. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6 gold. Do we have anyone really good here? Not really. I don't like all of these too much. I could use 2 gold to remove all of these and put new ones there. I think that's actually what I will do. So let me just spend 2 coins to remove all of these and draw 4 new ones. Hope for good attack. That's attack 2. That is nice. And another attack 2. And we still have 3 coins. So we could get the Brute actually. That's not too bad. And the Call to Arms command only costs 1 gold. So we still have 3 gold plus 1, right? So that's what we could do, right? We could get the Brute into our ranks. And also have 1 gold left to do that. Our Call to Arms doesn't really do anything. Not really. No, but I think the Festival also only costs 1, only 1 gold this turn. So let's do the Festival command, because that will just put our cube 1 down again. All right. The enemy will attack. The Blood Monk will attack the Tavern by 2. And also 1 fear, which means we get another hero into our deck. Alright, so enemies advance. We have this one will slide off. Oh no, right there. And do 1 damage to the gate. And another one will be revealed. The Tentesteed. That was one from the expansion as well. We'll do 2 damage to the mill. That will destroy the mill. Let's see if we can work with that. Okay, so let's draw up 2, 3 cards after we have shuffled our discard pile. If Frank is saying never played Gate before, looks interesting. Yeah, it's a very good game. It's a very good game. I hope I can kind of convey that. That it's fun. It's really a lot of fun, the game. It's very... yeah, you really do have to think a lot, right? Because you have quite a lot of actions you can do during a turn, and you need to be really careful with these, with your town. At the moment, it looks good, quite good, but we are not through it, right? Now the difficult ones are coming, and that will be a lot tougher. But at the moment, we're doing fine. We're doing quite a bit of damage, which is nice. Yeah, here we only have 2 damage now. But we can do the call to arms. That's 3 damage. Yeah, let's see. Because we also want to like defeat enemies. First of all, because if they like drop off here and we haven't defeated them, they do damage to the gate, sure. But also we want that those victory points at the end, right? To like see how well we actually did. So we have the commander doing 2 damage. That's good. And the call to arms costs only 1 gold. All commands only cost 1 gold this turn. Do we have any good people here? Oh, this one has 2 like for everything. And let's just draw a card. That one's great. I want this one. 2, 5. We have 5 gold plus 1, 6. We will have to use the bishop for sure. I will use the bishop. 1 time use. 2, 1, 2, 3. Go 3 down in fear. That's good. And I will actually not attack at all. It's kind of stupid, maybe. But I want to spend these 5 plus 1 gold to get the wizard. Because that is a great one. That is also one from the expansion. Okay. That's it. Then the Tender Seed attacks, doing 2 damage to the mill. So the mill is destroyed. And what I usually just do is just remove the die, right? You just remove the die, and then you know that this one is destroyed. So we cannot heal that one anymore. We cannot repair that one anymore because it's gone. And also the barricades cost 1 less while still standing. Of course, it doesn't count anymore because it is not standing anymore. Plus 1 fear, but no heroes to take anymore. That's the way it is. And then the monsters, the enemies advance. The Blight Golem does 2 damage to the gate each round. Wow, so he will do like 2, 4, 5 damage to the gate if we don't get rid of him. Okay, I told you, now it's getting tougher. Okay, so let's see if we can actually make that. We have 4, 5 attack. That Traveler I have used, right? And I just didn't discard him, I think. So let me draw a different card instead. So, but we can draw 1 more card to do the Swindler. That's nice. Okay, so we can do 5, 6 damage. That would be enough to get rid of the Blight Golem. That is actually quite good. That's not too bad. Also, you may trash this card to place a barricade. Oh, I didn't really see that before. That is interesting. So what will we do now? We can do 6 damage, and with that one, well, we can repair a little bit. Why not? The Tender Steed will do 2 damage to the mill, well, instead to the gate then. So 2, 4, 5. Yeah, you know what? Let me do these 5 plus 1 damage, because the Blight Golem needs to go. That one is way too dangerous. And then we still have that one. Yeah, let's just repair. We can use like 2 plus 2. If we repair the farm, we get a plus 2. I think that's not too bad. Let's do that. Okay. And then Tender Steed attacks. So now the Tender Steed can't attack the mill, so it will attack the gate, as far as I know. Let me just quickly check that again. I cannot 100% tell you that. The enemy card. Let me just give me just a second. Turn sequence. Enemy's attack. If the tower of farm... the location is already destroyed, the damage is applied to the gate. Like I said, right. So that 2 damage will now be applied to the gate instead. Alright. Then the enemies advance. This one drops off, and also another damage to the gate. And then we get another card. So you see, this is like the second last card, and after that we have Zogar. And both we need to defeat. They don't slide off the playmat anymore. We have to defeat both of them. So now it's all... Now we just need to go all out. And I have 4 attack here, plus 1, so we can do 5 damage. Plus we can do that call to arms thing, which we need to do. Okay, so let's see. Let's use the Alchemist's ability here to trash a card in the discard. Yeah, let's just get rid of like the starting cards here. So, and then we do 2, 4, 5 damage, plus 2 for the call to arms thing. Exactly. So, wait. 2, 4, 5, and call to arms. Exactly. So that means the death guard is then gone. That is good. We have the pedal left with 2 gold. And we still have Yeah, we have that 1 gold. So what do we do with 2 gold? We don't have a whole lot we can do, but we can repair a bit. You know what? Let me just repair the gate by 1 with that. Okay, I think that's fine. Good. So enemies attack, none are there, but they advance, and now we have Zogar. That is our end boss here, right? 8 health and does 2 damage to each location. And that one will now stay there until we defeat him. So that's one thing we now need to do, but I think 8 health, that should be possible. Oops. That should be possible. So, 1, 2, 3. Let's just see. We can do 5 damage. That's good. We can do 6 damage, actually. So let's do that. Let's do 2, 4, plus 1, 5, right? Exactly. And plus call to arms, which only costs us 1 gold this turn. So that means we do 6 damage. That's good. Let me just put it like above the card so we can see the artwork a little bit longer, which is pretty cool. All right. And we still have 3 gold left. Theoretically, plus 1. We still have 4 gold left. Anything we can do with that? You know what? Let me just repair the gate. The tavern will be gone in a moment. That's not too bad. Let me repair the gate by 1. I think that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's fine. That's fine, I think. Okay, then Zorgo will attack. 2 fear, 1, 2. So the tower will receive 1 damage. And also 2 damage to each location. That is pretty rough. 3 and 2. But we should be able to make it now because he only has a bit of health left. But these are also destroyed. So you see like 3 buildings are completely destroyed. So we only have the gate left pretty much. So that is pretty rough. Also, he would have done 2 damage to the mill, which was already destroyed, which would be redirected to the gate. So you see next round we would lose because everything is destroyed. All the damage would be directed to the gate. But we should be able to do 2 damage. Yeah, we definitely will be able to. We can do 2, 4, 5, 6 damage. And then even plus 1 if we do the call to arms thing. So we can definitely do more than enough damage now to defeat Zogar, right? But wow, that was quite close. I thought we really had it really under control. We kind of did. But this round we would have lost because 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, that's 6 damage concentrated on the gate, plus 2 more, that would have been 8 damage, so the gate would have been gone. Except if we could have repaired it further. But yeah, that's how you play Gate. Also with the expansion gates and also on that really cool playmat. So if you plan to get this game and play it at home, I would actually really like the playmat. It makes it much more immersive and it looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's how you play Gate and Gates that you can find on the Game Crafter. Really cool. I really like this game a lot. I think this is a really, really solid solo deck builder. I think it's really good. I like the main game already, but the expansion makes it even better because you just have more locations that you need to worry about. You have these barricades. Of course, more cards in general, but also then this end boss here, which is pretty rough. You don't have that one in the original Gate, but it doesn't make the game too much harder because in the main game you then have 2 less locations, right? So it kind of equals itself out, I would say. But very, very good. And yeah, this game is definitely so good that I definitely awarded the Silver Ace of Games award because it is the gold one. The golden Thecos Ace of Games award because it is just that good. I would award it to the base game already, but even more so to the sequel, to the expansion. So really, really good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough as well. Really cool little deck builder. The only thing that I wished is that you could put all of this content into one tin, but it doesn't fit, which is why I'm kind of dividing it between these two because yeah, it doesn't fit in there, unfortunately. Would be great if you could fit all of that in there, but unfortunately you quite can't. Alright, so now I'm in kind of a dilemma because there is one more game I would have liked to show. 3 games is already great, but there's one more game I would have liked to show to you, and that is Egg, which is a sort of trick-taking card game. But I think it might be a little bit too late for that because this game can take a lot of time. Like it says like 20 minutes here, but it can take a lot longer. I usually play like 45 to 60 minutes for that. So I'm not quite sure if I can still do that in this stream. I almost think like I will have to postpone that either to a separate video or to another stream. But there is there are another 2 Game Crafter games besides Egg that I wanted to show to you anyway, so I will probably do regular videos for those, because like one game I really want to show you is Cozy Oaks, but this one is like huge. It has like a very large footprint. I think it's better if I do a separate video for that, but yeah, I will definitely bring those games to you in the future as well. Alright, so well, I think maybe we should cut it off here today, make the stream a little bit shorter than usual, just because I don't want to rush Egg now, and it just takes too long. I would say I don't want to rush it because it's a really cool trick-taking card game. Maybe I'll just do a single stream for that or a separate video. James Morgan is saying X sounds interesting. Maybe save it for the next stream. Yeah, I think so too. I think so as well. And K Cole is saying great, looks fun. Gates looks fun. I'm putting that on my list. Yeah, cool. If you like deck building games, if you like solo games, this gets like a really good recommendation from me. I would definitely recommend you try that out. It's very fun. Like the artwork's also very cool, like very well done. So that is my most favorite game by Jason Clover, for sure. Really great game. I really like that one. All right, well then I think we have it here. I will then end the stream here. So thank you very much for watching. I will bring the other Game Crafted games to you very soon, either in my next live stream or I will do separate videos. I'm not quite sure yet, depending on how I feel like it, but most likely I will do like both, like stream a few and also do a few separate videos, non-live videos on them, and I think that would be kind of cool. Just Warren is saying I'm buying Tin Helm and Curse today. We'll wait on Egg. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, you're very welcome, and I'm happy if there are some games that actually you enjoyed watching. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate all of you coming here and talking to me, watching me play all these games. That's always like a highlight. I'm always looking forward to these streams. It's like incredibly fun. And of course, I want to thank all of you for your support in general, for watching my videos, for being on my Discord server, for liking and commenting on my videos, for subscribing to my channel. I've gained quite a few subscribers the past few months again, which is awesome. So welcome to you all. It's amazing to see all of you here. And of course, also, I thank all my patrons who are actually supporting me on Patreon, which is very nice. So thank all of you for your support. Without you, this channel would be possible. So I'm very happy about that. Well, then I suppose we are done for today. I hope you enjoyed my playthroughs of Desolate and Escape from Station 52 and also Gate, including the expansion. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my Discord server, in the next live stream, or on my channel. Alright, take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers.